Ainsley. You know me. Oh, my puppy. I'm gonna be leading you through it. If it hurts or doesn't feel good, don't do it. I don't care if you do it or not. It's okay. I'm not gonna do every single pose with you, just so that I can be shaking you guys most of the time. But I'll definitely explain all of them, and then also I'll do modifications and everything. Please feel free to take those. And you are welcome to close your eyes. That feels good for you. Connecting with your breath and the space around you. Feeling the mat underneath you. Feeling the mat underneath you. And just arriving into this space for the next however long. With the puppies, it's yoga today. You can't really see you, but I believe that you're probably doing the right thing. Excuse me, sir. Okay, I'm really glad you stopped. Come here. Valid. Brief hold. Okay. Valid. Okay. I don't stop. Lie down. Ow! That's my toe! Lie down. I'm gonna cut this out. Hi, buddy. Okay. Just one cut for the dog fight that just happened. Okay. We're arriving into the space. We're connecting with our breath. Inhaling deeply and exhaling all the way. And doing 3 more nice deep breaths at your own pace. That's my hand. Okay. Feel free to open your eyes.
I was supposed to close them?
From here, we're going to come onto our knees
Oh,
into
God.
our tabletop position. Try putting your knee on that.
I can't reach the ground very well.
Okay. That's okay.
Give me some space, Bucky.
So, we're going to thread the needle.
Oh, I don't know what's happening.
Okay, hit. We're going to thread the needle. So, we're inhaling, lifting our right arm
Oh,
up to the sky.
Maybe this is for her final.
And exhaling, sending the arm underneath the left arm. A couple of times. So, we're going to just do a couple of rotations. But come. Bucky, come here. Lie down. So just relax into this. Whenever you're ready, you can push up through that left palm, coming back into our tabletop position. Inhaling, raising the left arm now. We're raising up high now. Raising up high and then threading through underneath. Taking some nice breaths here. And when we're ready, we're pushing up through that right hand. Coming back up. Coming to some cat-cows now. We're inhaling, dropping the belly, lifting the gaze. Exhaling, come here. Exhaling, rounding the back, pushing up through the palms. Doing a couple flows through this. Inhaling, gaze up, and exhaling, rounding the back. Just doing a couple rounds on your own. Coming back to center. Just our normal tabletop position. And we're gonna find our way to a stand. Alright, from here, we're gonna open our arms out to the sides and start flicking our fingers like we have honey on them. That's my little analogy. Try and get it off. And raising up to the sky. And coming back down to the sides. Holding our tabletop. My arm was a chew toy. And come back up. So, forearm warm up before we get into our sun salutations. One more, I promise. It's the last one. And releasing down. Alright, from here we're going to come into a couple of sun salutations. So, we'll do the first one together, and then the second one you can do completely at your own pace. But I can still cue it if you want. So we're starting at the top of our mat. Coming into our nice steady mountain pose. Hands are engaged at the sides. I have zero room for this, but that's okay. We're inhaling, lifting up. A little mini back bend. And exhaling, folding forward over the legs. Inhaling, halfway lift, flat back. Our hands come to our shins or our knees. And on our exhale, we're planting our hands and stepping back for our chaturanga. I recommend dropping the knees and then coming through our cobra pose. You can skip it if you want and go right to cobra. And then tucking the toes, coming back into our downward dog. Holding here for a couple of breaths. Maybe walking out your legs a little bit. And on your next inhale, looking forward and walking to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Got that. Exhaling, folding forward. And inhaling, slowly rolling back up to stand. Okay. We're going to do that 2 more times. At your own pace. That cannot be in the video. Balance. Enough. Actually, I'm going to wear outside. Down, down. Down, down. Down, great. Okay. Peace. We're going to do that 2 more times at your own pace. So, do you want me to cue it or no?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're starting at the top of our mat in our mountain pose. Hands are nice and engaged. Inhaling, raising up. Maybe a little back bend. exhaling, folding forward over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhaling, folding, planting the hands, and stepping back through whatever our flow looks like.
What are you going out for?
Down or just up through cobra. And then tucking the toes, sending the hips up and back into our down facing dog. If down facing dog does not feel good, you can stay in your tabletop, that's okay too. And then our next inhale, we're looking forward and walking or hopping to the top of the mat. Just one more time. So we're inhaling, lengthening, and exhaling, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, and step back through chaturanga or maybe just straight to cobra. Bring your hips down to the mat. Yeah. Hips down here. And exhaling to our downward facing dog. Beautiful. From here, we're gonna inhale, look to the top of the mat, walk or hop to the top of the mat. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, fold. And then slowly rolling back up to stand. We're gonna do one sun salutation B, which is a little bit different, so we'll walk through it together. But from here, we're gonna inhale, scoop the arms down into our chair pose. Exhaling, rolling forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, planting the hands, stepping the feet back, and coming down through our flow, through our cobra. Inhaling here, exhaling, tucking the toes, downward facing dog. From here, lifting the right leg high, and stepping it between our hands, coming up to our warrior one, rising up. That back foot is 45 degrees, facing the front. Inhaling here, exhaling, planting the hands back down, and just stepping back into our downward facing dog. Raising the left leg up this time. We're inhaling here and exhaling, stepping the foot between the hands. Dropping that back heel and raising up into our warrior one. Warrior one, the pieces in front of the mat. Still working. Inhale here and exhale, planting your hands back on the mat and stepping back into our downward facing dog. Spending a little time here, just a little reset. And our next inhale, looking forward and stepping or hopping to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And our next inhale, we're coming back up into our chair pose. So legs are bent. We're sitting backwards in our little chair. And then coming up to our mountain pose. 6 seconds. Good job. At the top of the mat, we're lifting our left foot up. And we're going to step it back. Dropping that back knee down to the ground, or just coming into our little lunge and taking forward into that front knee. That's okay, that's okay. Do you want to put the pillow there?
I can't take any more weight on it.
Okay.
I can do it with my knees are both closed.
I don't think I can put weight on my other knee, so I'm gonna
Okay.
not do that side.
Okay.
Okay. From here, we're gonna tuck the back toes, lifting that knee up, dropping the heel, coming up into our warrior one. Warrior one, that back foot is 45 degrees, toes pointed to the top corner of the mat, sinking into that forward knee. Down, lie down. What bucket do I know? From here, we're going to open up to the side into our warrior two so that back foot becomes parallel with the back of the mat. Still staying nice and deep in our front leg. Gaze is over the forward fingertips. From here, we're straightening that forward leg, dropping the arms to the sides, and we're going to bring that front leg to also be parallel with the front of the mat. And we're going to come into our wide leg forward fold. So for this, we want our feet to be parallel or even slightly turned in just to protect our joints. But hands coming to our hips. We're inhaling nice and tall and exhaling, hinging forward at the hips, down to our fold. Hands can stay on the hips, they can come down to the floor. They can interlock behind you, completely up to you. For a deeper stretch, the heels of your hands can come in line with the heels of your feet. Walking the hands back a little bit. Maybe bending each knee, one at a time. Before coming back to our straight legs in the center. We're inhaling, lengthening the spine, and exhaling slowly, coming back up. From here, pointing that forward leg back to the front of the mat, stepping that back foot in just a little bit. We're going to come into our triangle pose, so we're inhaling, raising the arms up to the sides, and exhaling, sending the chest forward, hips back, and opening up towards me. It's a great spot for a block under that hand. I have 2 blocks, success. We're just gonna hold here for a second. Our next inhale, we're slowly rising back up and stepping that back foot just a little bit closer. Yet again, pointing those toes to the top corner of the mat. And we're going to come into our pyramid pose, so we're kind of facing forward. Arms can be Anjali Mudra, they can be clasped behind the back, they can be prayer hands behind the back, completely up to you. But from here, we're going to inhale nice and long and exhale, fold forward over that front leg. Wonderful. Staying down here, we're going to try to transition into our warrior three. So what that looks like, we're starting to lean forward maybe releasing the hands, putting that weight on that forward leg, and letting our back leg fly up into the air. Our gaze is on a spot a couple feet in front of you, trying to stay nice and steady. Maybe flying the hands behind you, maybe they're at heart center. Beautiful, just a little bit of balancing left. Slowly starting to rise up, trying to keep that back leg off the floor, and bringing it forward into our tree pose. Couple options for a tree. You can have a kickstand on the floor. You can bring it to your shin or your calf. Or you can bring it, oh, maybe doesn't want to do that, all the way up onto the thigh. Just a little bit of balancing. Your legs are so strong to hold you. You can do a kickstand, that's okay. And then releasing that leg down. Good job. Your left leg's so tough. Just a lot of work. Shake it out, go over it. Alright, we're back at the top of the mat. We're going to do it on the other side. So this time we're lifting our right leg up and stepping it far back. Dropping that back knee, if it's okay. 2. And then leaning into that forward leg. Tucking that back toe, we're going to come up into our warrior one. That back heel comes to the ground. And you inhale, raising the arms up. Inhaling here and exhaling, turning into our warrior two. That back foot is parallel to the back of the mat. Keeping that front knee bent. Gaze is over the forward fingertips. Or knee. No, I'm just kidding. Over the forward fingertips. We're going to do our folds again. So dropping the arms, bringing that front foot parallel to the front of the mat. This time, if you want to interlock your hands behind your back for a nice stretch while we do it. We're going to inhale nice and tall and exhale, hinge forward at the hips. If our hands are clasped behind the back, maybe trying to lift them off a little bit. He's like, hi, Auntie. I love having you here with me. And our next inhale, we're slowly going to rise back up to stand. Releasing that spine, pointing that toe back to the front of the mat. We're stepping that back foot just a little bit closer and coming into our triangle pose. So we're inhaling, opening the arms up to the side, exhaling, sending the hips back, chest down, and opening up. Beautiful. Couple more breaths here. And then we're inhaling, slowly rising up from our triangle. Releasing the arms down to the side. Stepping that back foot in just a little bit closer. Maybe trying a different bind than you did last time. So maybe this or there, whatever feels good. Inhaling, lengthening the spine, and exhaling, pulling forward over your front leg, pyramid pose. From here, coming into our warrior three, so we're starting to shift our weight forward onto that forward leg and trying to float that back leg. Again, back gaze is a couple feet in front of us, nice and steady. And flexing that back foot, trying to, almost like you're pushing against a wall with your heel. Beautiful. When you're ready, slowly rising up, keeping that foot off the ground. We're trying to, and coming into your tree pose. Whatever that looks like. Again, keeping a nice steady gaze in front of you. You're so balanced. I'm so impressed. And releasing that foot down. Giving your right leg a little break. They're so tough, your legs. And congratulations, you get to sit. Party.
Oh.
Oh no. An accident.
That's what happened.
Putting our legs out straight in front of us. Around the cave.
Leave it.
Buck.
Leave it.
Bucky, come. Okay. We're inhaling, raising the arms up, and exhaling, folding forward. Buck. Okay. I'm really glad you found that speaker, dude. Oh my gosh, this is coming off. Come here. Alright, good job. Slowly rising up to sit. And bring the right knee in. Inhaling, lengthening up, and exhaling, folding forward over that extended leg. Buck, come. Inhaling, raise back up, lengthening that right leg. And bringing the left leg into your body this time. Setting that knee out to the side. And inhaling, lengthening up, raising the arms. And exhaling, folding forward over that lengthened leg. Inhaling, slowly coming back up, letting our left leg go, or right leg go, And bring that opposite knee into your chest. From here, we're gonna do a little twist. So we're inhaling nice and tall. Exhaling, bringing that left arm behind. Which arm do you have? Oh, right arm behind. I'm sorry.
Okay.
And coming into our twist, maybe that elbow finds that knee. We're inhaling, lengthening the spine, exhaling, twisting a little deeper. Inhaling, releasing the twist, releasing that leg. And bringing your left knee into your chest. Inhaling, lifting arms up, and exhaling, bringing that left arm back. Right arm comes into the chest, comes into the knee. It's gonna be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Inhaling, slowly coming out of our twist, releasing that leg forward, maybe shaking out the legs a little bit, give them a little break. And now we're gonna bend them again because we're gonna bring them into our butterfly position. So soles of the feet touch. And we're just gonna hold here for a minute. The further your heels are away from your body, the easier it's gonna feel on your body. Closer in, a little bit more pressure on your hips. So it's up to you. My assistant teacher. One more nice deep breath here. And then we're gonna release the legs out to the front. And we're gonna lay down on our backs. Bringing the knees into the chest. Giving them a little hug, maybe rocking back and forth. Little back massage. And our next exhale, we're gonna drop the knees to the left side in a little spinal twist. Maybe gazing in the opposite direction. Maybe hold hands with your neighbor. And next inhale, rolling back to our backs, hugging the knees into the chest. Close. Hi, baby. Good boy. And then dropping the knees to the right side this time. Maybe gazing in the opposite direction, over the left shoulder. Oh. inhale, coming back onto our backs, giving our legs one final little squeeze. And then taking any final movements you want to before setting up for our Shavasana, our final resting pose. When you're ready for Shavasana, you can release your legs, let them come out long, closing the eyes, maybe letting the arms come to the sides, taking up some space, and just allowing yourself to relax after this practice. Reconnecting with your body, your mat, your space. come back to our space a little bit, maybe wiggling the fingers, the toes. Maybe reaching overhead for a nice full body stretch. And then if you'd like, you're welcome to roll onto your favorite side. Before we come up into a seat. Whenever you're ready, you can come up into a comfortable seat. Thank you for doing this yellow with me.
Thank you.